One day I woke up, I was 33 years old, no, I was 34 years old, and I literally walked into the bathroom. I looked at myself in the mirror and I went, what is the chances of a 34-year-old ex-Moroccan goat herding stripper ever walking into Sony and getting a record deal? I swear, that was the question, a roundabout. And I went, zilch. Right. As I went downstairs, it was one of those programs, I think it was the X Factor or Pop Idol, and it just hit me, and I thought, wow, all the people that have made it at that time was like Gareth Gates, Will Young, Lamar, I think. Yeah, all those people basically that come out of a singing TV show. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And at that moment, I had 120 grand worth of debt. I was looking after 3 uncles in Morocco, my grandparents, families, and literally I would live on 52 pence a week. We called it the days of toasted margarine in Langley Green, because the margarine cost 30 pence and the bread was 22p or something like that. And those weeks when I'm really splashing out, I'd get some beans as well because I had a little bit left. So I know about not having, and then someone said to me, Chico, the X Factor, why don't you go for it? And I went, okay, let's go for it. So I went there suffering delusions of grandeur. Ooh, I've arrived. Oh God. Anyway, what most people don't know is they actually sent me packing the first time. They've not even showed you this. And I've gone in there and basically, you know when someone goes, I'm halfway through the song, right? And he went, and in my head, I'm going, yeah, baby. I'm so good, I didn't even have to finish my song. I'm going through. And he went, that was the worst thing that I've ever heard. Anyway, I was absolutely devastated. And I'm not joking. I went home and for 7 days, I'm driving my car, having an imaginary conversation with Simon sitting next to me. And I'm going, yeah, Simon, you don't know stuff. He hits you in the nose. Yeah, you know, and sometimes you're like even swearing, you know, but you don't know that you just pulled up next to the traffic light and the other person's going, and they go, no, not you. Oh, right. It's one of those. Anyhow, cut a long story short, they sent me home packing and I was absolutely devastated. And a friend of mine, may she rest in peace, Jen, she rang me up and she said, Chico, the competition is still going on. I said, listen, they've already turned me away and I can't take that. She said, no, you can actually just queue up outside Chelsea football ground. You can just queue up. And I went, really? And because they said, I said, when I asked them what they didn't like about me, they said, Cheesy Chico. And I didn't know what Cheesy Chico was. I thought it was slimy, like, oh, okay. I said, I've been called Cheeky Chico, but Cheesy Chico on live TV, I'm not having that. So anyway, I went back and I thought, I'm gonna be very early, get there at about 6:30, and I'm gonna go for it. And I've changed my image. I thought, I'm not longer Chico, I've changed my image. You can call me Youssef now. And I thought, I'll try something else. Anyway, I got there, there's 6,000 people outside Chelsea football ground. And I'm thinking, oh man. Again, I was like, oh, you've obviously got bigger plans for me. And I just started to walk off. And I get a phone call from a friend of mine who I've not heard from for 4 or 5 years. Like, Anthony, where do I have the pleasure? He said, listen, I just thought of you at this moment. I said, well, where are you? He said, I'm at this competition, I think you should be here. And I said, where? He said, Chelsea football ground. I said, whereabouts? He said, front of the queue. I went, hold that thought. And obviously I couldn't walk past 6,000 people. There was a news agent there. So I got newspaper, some oranges, and I'm pretending to talk to him. And as I got there, I went, here's your orange juice, here's your newspaper, and just walked in. And you know what? As I walked in, the person that was there was Kate Thornton, who was the hostess. And as I walked in, there's another, the whole terrace is all these people. I'm like, oh man. And she went, Chico, you back? I'm like, there goes Youssef. There goes the new image. She grabbed me and took me to the front of the queue where people have been waiting 48 hours. And this is why certain things are just meant to happen. You know, destiny and the universe is working with you. And they said to me, you can go back to Wembley tomorrow and see Simon Cowell. And I did. But before I did, I had to see 5 female producers. Shu Green, who's the head of ITV, and a few other lovely ladies. And this time, I'm like very apprehensive. And as I'm singing, she did that. And I goes on my knees. I went, please, I said, don't kill my dream. Let me see something. She went, we love you. We're so glad you're back. She said, you go in there and don't you dare take no for an answer. I thought that's all I needed to hear. I've got in there. And I was still kind of like, want to be humble, you know. And then he just went, oh no, not you again. And then the floor is going, it's like Muhammad Ali's sucker punch. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to give you a Muhammad Ali sucker punch. Anyway, the argument started and he was saying to me, so you think you're too good for the Brits? I said, no, I'm not too good for the Brits. He said, you think you're better than Robbie Williams? I said, I'm a big fan of Robbie Williams. But Robbie Williams is Robbie Williams, I'm me. And he goes, you think you're going to get a Grammy? Oh, you're too good for the Brits? I said, no, I think it's a nice stepping stone to the Grammys. So you can imagine, but I didn't know this was like gold for them. I started singing Shy If I Ever Fall in Love. And then they sang another song, because you're only supposed to do two. And they went, have you got another one? And I'm thinking, Prince. Okay, I thought, right, I'm going to floor this one. I'm going to do the falsetto bit for the first verse and the chorus. And I'm going to do the Tom Jones, you can be too flirty, mama, on the second part. I said, I'm going to kill it. Anyway, because I was arguing, I'd already come in on the wrong key, right? And Prince does this thing at the end, right? He goes, ah, ah, like he does this screaming thing. Well, as soon as I hit it, I knew. I could feel that my veins are going to pop out of my forehead, right? I thought, you've committed now, son. Just go for it. And he just went, I'm sorry, this is pathetic. I'm leaving. And then he left. And then, of course, Sharon, she's like, oh, he reminds me of Julio. Julio who? And then she went, what about you? And he's like, oh, I like him. I like him, Simon, but for all the wrong reasons. Okay, doesn't matter, let's go. Anyway, they put me through, and that was that. And that led on to the magnificent sort of TV gold, where I was in the last 7. And of course, I was with Andy Abraham, who sounds like Luther Vandross and Stevie Wonder. You've had Maria Lawson, who's like a Tina Turner. You've had Brenda Edwards. And there was me. And they changed my song 2 days before. She's like, we'd like it. Because I wanted to sing Stevie Wonder, because everyone's going, you can't sing, you can't sing. I want to show them. She went, yes, but we'd like you to sing Livy La Vida Loca. Okay. All right, let's go. And I thought, well, you know what, because I was doing this, because I didn't want to get paranoid while they were singing. And I'm just looking out the window and there's a swimming pool. And I'm thinking, right, you can't hit him with the musical, hit him with the physical. So I thought, she makes you take your clothes off, go dancing in the rain, show the 6 packs and just do that thing, you know, like I said, I'm sure they're going to grab it like Michael Jackson and do a slow-mo. Anyway, I got on there and it was like, hi, who are you? And I'm like, oh my God, there's Ozzy, there's Penelope Cruz's sister, Rachel Hunt, and I'm like, woo, woo. But I'm trying to be cool. And I went, my name's Chico, they call me Chico Loco, and I'm singing Livy La Vida Loca, something like that. And I'm thinking inside, I'm going, just sing the song, just, you know. So anyway, I did all of that. Whoosh, got a live microphone, and Ozzy's like, oh, and I'm just, again, going, yeah, baby, I'm smashing it. So now I'm on my knees, live microphone, the water's everywhere, everyone's going crazy. And I just thought I smashed it, but I didn't realize that I was going to electrocute myself in the pool and show people what a charcoal goat herder looks like. Anyway, I'll never forget this. And this was when things changed for me. This was a pivotal moment. Because Ozzy comes up and he went, I thought that was fucking brilliant, man. But could electrocute us in my fucking pool? Sharon! And I swear to God, right? At that moment, I just went, the craziest rock and roll star just called me crazy. I'm having that. And that was the beginning of people start to go, you know what, this guy is okay. You know, he's no Stevie Wonder, but we're entertained. And that was the beginning of it. And do you know what? And what happened was about 4 weeks in, I was fasting and I had this crazy flu that I couldn't get. Most people don't know. I didn't have a voice from the Sunday to Saturday. Till Saturday, to like an hour before, I'm on ginger, honey, and whatever it is, and I would just come on and do what I had to do, and then I have no voice again. And a tabloid newspaper, I opened it, and it said, is this man the biggest waste of space on British TV. You're the jury, yes and no. And I've only seen yes and no in murderers or paedophiles or those horrible, nasty people that you think. I'm like, I'm trying to provide for my family, entertain the country, and they've got me here. And so I rang up Sharon and said, I quit. She went, don't you quit on me. Winners are not quitters, quitters are not winners. She said, come and see Mark. And Mark is the guy, the big character who's like the rainbow colored beard, you know. He goes, yo, brother, you got to come and see me. I said, okay. I said, anyway, I go and see him. And he said, what's up? And I said, listen. I said, I don't get it. I said, the press is beating me up. Simon beats me up on stage. Everybody says this, I can't sing. But no one is saying to everyone else that they can't entertain. I said, I don't understand it. And I said, when I go outside, you got the 2-year-olds to 8-year-olds. I said, trust me, from the tough and ruthless to the old and toothless, they all like me. And they all want to put a picture, but I don't get it. And he went, that's right, my brother. He goes, I've been in this business a long time. He said, kids, you can't fool them because they see this childlike presence in you. And at that moment, I just went, yeah. You can get delirious if you take life too seriously. When that's right, my brother, because it's Chico Time. And he went, that's the song. Okay, so we went in, recorded it, and on Wednesday we normally showcase what we're gonna do, choreography, etc. And then Sharon was there, and she played it, and she went, oh, Ozzy, come listen. He comes over and he went, I think that's brilliant. It's got #1 written all over it. It reminds me of Amadeus. I think that's fucking brilliant. Simon. So Simon comes in, and then Simon listens to it and goes, change the bridge to the chorus and the chorus with the bridge. Oh, okay. If you get through. Of course I was going to get through. And then I had all these kids on there because they said to me, what would you like the stage to be? And I went, well, the only people that believe in me are kids. And they're not judging me. It's kids, and I'm a big kid, so bring them on. So I had the United Colors of Chico, like black, white, Asian, Caucasian, Arabic, Indian, the whole shebang. We went to Sylvia Young's, who's just the most beautiful human being. And we auditioned all these kids. And even the kids that couldn't get in, I was like, oh, they can't turn them away. Just get them in, man. So we got all the kids in, and it was a revelation. And then we went and performed it. And that was it. The whole country was just like, what time is it? And 18 years on, I'm here talking to you. And because of it, I am here. And a lot of people say to me, you must be sick and tired of people saying, what time is it? I said, how can you get sick and tired of putting a smile on someone's face? Because to that person that meets me in the street, as far as he's concerned, it's the first time he's met me. It's the first time someone has said it to me. And it transports him to the memories of what he had watching it with his friends, or as a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old or whatever it may be. So I'm eternally grateful for it because so much has happened through that, including creating my charity, the Rainbow Child Foundation. We've helped 100,000 children around the world, from South Africa, Malawi, Senegal, Uganda, Morocco, the Middle East, the refugees. Many charities here, the last being the James Bolger Trust and Balls to Cancer. We've just raised lots of money for the Ukraine refugee kids, to take them out of Mariupol, war-torn countries, to take them to Poland and stuff like that. So all of this, so Chico Time for me is the basis of everything that I am. And I would never ever turn around and go, oh, this is not cool, and I wouldn't do it. No, because that was the seed that's grown into this person, and out of that flourished many things, which are, the hoo breath, the bingo, the entertaining, and everything else that comes with it.